Wham! Talk 1600. You're catching the drift. Conservative talk. Intelligent conversations on local, state, and national issues with Gary Wellings, chief editor of the Current newspaper and Current Online. Join in the conversation at 734-822-1600. And now, your host, Gary Wellings.
Hey, and good Saturday afternoon. Thanks for tuning in and joining me in studio. Ipsy Ed.
Hey.
Ed Bonderenka. Good to have you along.
I got to come up with a tagline instead of, hey.
Come up with one, man. Put that brain in gear and find something.
Yeah, it's got to wake up first.
Yeah, you got to have your own thing. That's my kid did that the other day. Zach out there, he quoted at the beginning of the show, and I'm like, oh, you do listen occasionally. Right?
Well, that's encouraging. I was just talking to my nephew on the phone coming here, and I says, and I never see you comment. Oh, well, I never see Facebook anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that explains.
Yeah, I haven't been doing much Facebook either. I'm a Twitter guy. But, hey, so what we do on the Daily Drift every Saturday is go over the news that I put on the Daily Drift for you. It's the news you need to know. Yes. So make sure I spend an ample amount of time on there doing that just for you, the listeners and the readers. So get out there and use it. Stay informed on the news you won't find in the mainstream media.
I mean, the labor is being expended. The energy is going out there. Take advantage of it.
Yeah, why not? It's crazy. And if you don't catch the show live here with me and Ed, you can always catch it on rednationrising.us Saturday and Sunday evenings. We're also on Spreaker anytime, SoundCloud, YouTube, you name it. We're the easiest show to find, and we are always archived at thedailydrift.com. So you can check it out there for free. And you can get a free email subscription to that. So go ahead and do it. And you've got a couple days left to get into the next issue of The Current. If you're a local business out here, we mail 24,000 of those out. So make sure you do that. If you're interested, call 734-629-6010 and get your business into The Current. Grow like we have, 500% in the last 10 years. In these last 10 years, bad economy and all. So.
And even if you don't have a business, buy an ad, see your name in print.
That's right. I'll let you put anything. Even if you're a liberal, do a liberal ad. I'll be happy to do it for you as long as you got cash. Cold hard cash. Well, let's take care of our sponsor this hour, Max Marina in Whitmore Lake. They also have a nice service center in South Lyon. Listen, I know Max Marina. They're located at 9876 Main Street in Whitmore Lake, right on the water. They have slips available. You've got to call early because they might be booked up already. But 734-449-4706. That's 734-449-4706. Or you can go to maxmarina.com and you can see some of the used boats they have available, the services they have available. You can actually rent boats there. So if you don't want to own a boat, you just want to go out for the day, you can rent one. And
do that. It's Whitmore Lake.
Oh, Whitmore Lake is a great
Man.
That's all I can say.
Yep.
So 734-449-4706. Go see Josh and the guys out at Whitmore Lake.
That's
there.
Right off the exit, right?
Right at the exit. You can't miss it. Right at the Best Western there. So check them out. Okay, so we got a ton to cover. Right,
yes.
Today.
I'm tired already.
I'm tired as well. We've got a lot of tracks. Derek's, I'm sorry, I gave him a lot of tracks late.
He can handle
emails
it.
Weren't working properly, but there's a ton of work. So, Derek, thank you so much for everything you do every Saturday for us. And you know what? It's your birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday to Derek.
Yes, there you go. We won't sing because we can't sing. But happy birthday to you, man, tomorrow. So, well, let's start out. We got Joe from Line 1. So let's just take Joe before we even get into the meat, right? Joe, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
You ambushed me.
Yeah. Thanks for chiming in on the topic. What is the topic?
The Senate race we've discussed several times, and you are very serious for very good reasons about trying to draft Kid Rock for the U.S. Senate race, and I'm very serious for different reasons to draft Roger Penske for the Senate race. Neither of us are likely to get our way, but there's some scuttlebutt as to who our first contenders for the primary may be, and I figured we should discuss that.
Yeah, well, go ahead. We've got a lot to cover, but no, let him
Joe's a competing faction. I don't think we should give him airtime.
Go ahead. Who do you got?
And I would be remiss if I didn't say people need to further discuss this on the Thanks a Lot Debbie, and we mean that sarcastically.
Yes.
Facebook group.
Yep.
Go there, join there, and you'd already be up on this news. But seen reports, Brandon Hall, West Michigan Politics Newsletter is reporting that Brian Calley may shock Michigan and decide that Schuette may be too much of a shoo-in, that he might run for the Senate race rather than governor. And I thought I'd get your thoughts on that. There's both good and bad in that, of course.
Ed likes Brian Kelly for that.
No. I think he's safer as a senator than as a governor.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's going to go somewhere,
I'm going to tell.
Then we get Colbeck for governor.
To all of Southeast Michigan right now. Brian Kelly, don't waste your time. Don't waste our time. You are the worst of rhinos. I don't want to see you anywhere in Michigan government because you are a complete waste of time. And please, sir, whatever you do, Mr. Kelly, just disappear because I don't want any more of your crap and Rhino Rick's crap in the state of Michigan. Just go away. How's that sound for you, Joe?
Hey, good. I was wondering how long it would take. He's not read yet.
I am not a Brian Kelly fan. I think he's one of these namby-pamby, go-along-to-get-along rhinos. He's a piece of human garbage in my book. Don't waste our bloody time. That's what I got to say about Brian Kelly. Gosh, was that harsh?
How do you really feel?
I don't disagree with that, but given the alternative of Stabenow, he may be the only potential real choice there is, unfortunately. And
I'm with you on
that. I don't like saying that. I don't like settling. I'm not happy. His tie-breaking vote in the Senate to give us the gas tax after we resoundingly said no is the most major negative against him that may cost us that election if he is indeed the nominee.
Yeah. I won't, Joe. He's not winnable. He's not winnable as governor. He will lose to Gretchen Whitmer in a heartbeat, and he won't win against Debbie Stabenow. And if the Republican Party does not get up and get some of the people you and I have talked about before, the hell with the Republican Party for Michigan, because you know what? They are a bunch of losers.
Care. It shows they don't care.
Yeah. The Republicans' response in the last 6 years now, whatever, has been piss poor in Michigan, and I just can't deal with it any longer.
Language.
I'm sorry, but I just can't. I'm done. If you can't put up somebody who can win, stop wasting our time, and I'm going to vote U.S. Constitution Party or somebody else. I'm not giving the Republicans here in Michigan any more of my time or effort. The heck with them. I'm done.
Yeah. And
there's a big if there, though,
whether
right?
Whether somebody can win or not, there's also rumor of a Republican activist, Lena Epstein. I don't know her personally. Do you?
I do not, but you know what? If she's willing to get up, I mean, for Pete's sake, Pete Hoekstra didn't even debate Debbie Stabenow last time around. I like Pete Hoekstra, but anyone who's dumb enough not to debate Debbie Stabenow is just, I'm astounded that they couldn't.
Hey, Joe? I'm going to contact Linda Epstein and see if we can get her on the show.
Yeah, there you
go. Thank you very much. Anything else?
I'm trying to get in touch with her. She's not gotten back with me yet, and if she does, I will definitely pass along the info, because, yes, we need to hear from her. We need to know more about her. I think she's from the west part of the state. Yeah. That's why I've not
that's
crossed
the conservative
paths with her
side.
directly. Yeah. I was hoping either of you may have, or hopefully somebody in our audience does know her and can tell us something about her if she is indeed a good conservative, as the scuttlebutt that I've heard is that she's supposed to be.
Right. Yeah, well, all I got to say to anybody that's running in 2018 for any office here in Michigan, or if you're a Republican, you better get off your butt, make the decision, and start running, because you're running out of time and money. That's what it comes down to. So anybody that's even thinking about it, announce and get to work. Because you know what? You're wasting all of our time.
2018 began November 9th.
Yes.
We are behind the eight ball already. Stop screwing around. Get going.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll say Wes Nakagiri at least had the gall to go ahead to and put Kid Rock's name in. Kid won't run. I know he won't. But you know what? Ted Nugent, do something, brother. Run. Man, put your name out there and go, and the rest of us will pull the weight for you. Just do it. Somebody has to do it.
Ted stepped up before. I mean, everybody knows, or maybe not everybody knows, but Ted owned and ran Wham in the past.
Did he? Oh, I didn't know that.
That's news to me.
Yeah, he broadcasted out of Wham.
Oh, I didn't know
I don't
that.
know if he was direct owner, but he broadcasted out of Wham for quite some time. I absolutely remember that. I mean, he's been willing to step up and do things politically in the past. So Ted is, of course, another one, although he'd be like a Trump. I mean, he's got a lot of out there rhetoric.
Speaking of out there,
that's my only concern. I think Ted there would be some people.
There'd be very little crossover vote for Ted.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, Joe, great calls, man. I think as always, you've got some stuff. If you get a hold of the Epstein lady, get hold of us and let her know that we'll certainly put her on.
Okay. Take care, brothers. Love you.
All right. Love you too. Take care. Bye bye. Okay. So the first thing we're going to get into here is. the sheer insanity. If you've not been watching the news, and normally Fox News has some Democrats on, pundits and campaign people, at least they come across as calm. And lately, they're all just emotional. It's absolutely crazy. We've seen Anderson Cooper had to go out and apologize because he talked about something really nasty on a show and talking about Trump. And it's the insanity is just crazy. I can't understand it. But Dirk, do we have track one? All right, so this is Maxine Waters. She is the poster child for crazy. And let's get her on it. And I feel the same way.
It's like watching some comedy movie when you watch her be interviewed. Like, is this real?
All right,
this is a parody.
Yeah, so I want you to listen to this. It's like a 2-minute clip, but even the guy that's interviewing her kind of misses right around the 2-minute mark something she says. I want you to listen. I'll point it out after. Go ahead and play that.
I want to define what you mean by collusion, because what you're talking about seems more circumstantial to me. Bank records, perhaps contacts that were of a nebulous nature. Who knows why Flynn was talking to the Russian ambassador? It seems to have been about sanctions. Collusion to me is very specific. It means that the Russian government or actors within were trying to elect Donald Trump. But I want to know what collusion means to you, because that seems to be the standard by which you're saying he should be impeached.
Yes, absolutely. I am talking about strategies that were developed working with the Trump campaign. I really do believe that much of what you saw coming out of Trump's mouth was a play from Putin's playbook. I think that when you saw him absolutely calling Hillary crooked, lock her up, all of that was developed. I think that was developed strategically with people from the Kremlin, with Putin, and I think it's more than bank records. I think that you can see that visits, to Moscow were made during the campaign by Manafort and others. I think it's a lot more absolute.
So you think the Russian government developed the talking points for the Trump campaign?
I think that there was a cooperation in developing strategy about how they could ensure that Hillary Clinton was not elected. They need Trump. Trump will be there to support lifting those sanctions. That's what they really want to happen. They want to drill in the Arctic. Tillerson has negotiated a multi-billion-dollar deal with Exxon to do that drilling. They can't get the equipment, the supplies, and all that they need until the sanctions are lifted. They want Trump. Not only will he support lifting those sanctions, he also will turn a blind eye to the expansion that Putin is trying to do. He does not care about them having invaded Crimea, and he does not whether or not this egotistical maniac Putin is attempting to reunite the whole Soviet
I know we need to
Union.
go soon, but just to be clear, there has been no actual evidence yet.
No, it has not been.
Okay. I just want
no,
to
it has not.
clear.
Okay, no evidence. Hey, woman, what is wrong with you? Go take a pill and sit down somewhere. It's absolutely... And here's what really bothers me more than anything. So I pulled this scandal on the Trump-Russia conspiracy. Maxine Waters has lots of money invested with Russia. Hello, lady. What are you talking about?
Where does she get lots of money to invest anywhere? A government employee.
Yes. Her 2015 disclosure statement details her family's investments in BlackRock's Russia-connected global allocation and balanced funds. It's looking to me like $2 million? Now, how does Maxine Waters have $2 million on a $174,000 salary? I don't care that she's been there 20 years. It costs you $174,000 to live in Washington, D.C.
Well, she sleeps in her office. So.
Oh, no. I guarantee you she's not like some of our guys sleeping in their office. That I know is not happening.
You know, she's saying that the talking points came straight from Putin. And I'm saying, I don't know. Those are words I've used, and I didn't get them from Putin.
Well, let me tell you this, right? Putin is not a marketing guy out there calling people names. He puts them in jail or kills them. What is wrong with you? He's out there calling people names. Show me one report where he called somebody a name. He just kills his competitors or puts them in jail.
But, well, what, the James Brown hairdo?
Let's not go. I don't want to demonize and pull Alinsky tactics on Maxine Waters. She speaks for herself and demonizes herself with her own stupidity. Let's take a call from Will, who's got a